So back at the pub and the shop, people enjoying a nice picnic in the sun, as you do. Watch the nettles. Windy as usual, Wasdale classic. This is the barn door shop. Sandwiches available. No dogs allowed in the shop, sorry. Duncan Smith will be raging. Duncan Smith will be raging. Hot drinks available, £2. Sells all sorts of walking gear and walking shoes, etc. And you maybe can stay in this cottage, I think this is maybe a cottage you can stay in, or the people who run the pub live there. This is the back of the pub, the Wasdale Inn. The Ritz and Bar, so it's a bit more of a touristy bit, the Ritz and Bar, and the actual pub's more sort of old school. I will again go to it eventually. I don't know if it'll be open yet, to be honest. What time is it? 11:42, be opening, I would imagine, soon. So this is the river of Justice, as you can see. That valley over there, if I just snip over this hill, then you end up in, it's like an amphitheatre. There's nothing over there, but the mountains kind of make an amphitheatre, and it's quite cool. We'll go and have a look. I'm doing fuck all else, to be honest. Maybe stay there, I'm not sure. But you can stay in one of some of these cottages. You can stay in the pub. I believe you can stay in the Wasdale Head Inn. I thought about doing that, like I was umming and ahhing last night as to whether to book a pub for the day and night, and go further into the lakes and film stuff. Seems to be lots of dogs here, stray dogs. And there's a sign that says keep dogs on lead at all times, and then I can see one dog there, another dog there. There's definitely two dogs. And there's a guy down there, so they're not just random dogs. Did you hear that, Duncan? You can't have them. Their owner is in the vicinity. Nice little bridge we got going on here. We love a wall and a bridge in Cumbria, and if we can combine the two, we do. And this is kind of what this is: the bridge of a wall, built in a similar fashion, just on its side. That's how we do it. So yeah, the Bridge of Justice. Don't know how long it's been here. We've got loads of these little bridges knocking around everywhere. There's one actually called, ironically, I was going to go to it. When I go to Cathedral Cavern, or Cave as it's called, there's actually a bridge called Slater's Bridge. Obviously, following and covering the J. Slater case, there's actually a Slater's Bridge not far from Cathedral Cavern. Thought it'd be rude not to maybe take a look at it, to be honest. Slater's Bridge, near it. J. Slater. Perhaps we'll find something there. Nothing to do with J. Slater, obviously, but just something's guided us. It's all part of the fate of his life. Or I could just be talking shit, but I'll probably still go and see the bridge nonetheless. Some nice flowers in bloom here. The British summer in full effect. I'll take my cap off and tan my white head. Yeah, I believe there's a river up here as well and such stuff. Probably have a smoke break when I get to the river, as you do. So yeah, we've got mountains to the left, mountains to the right of us, mountains in every goddamn direction here. We're pegged in. As I say, if the world ends, this is where you want to be. Look, there's no way out. That's completely blocked off by mountains. It's all blocked off all the way around here. This could be like this area I'm going to up here could be one of the safest places in Britain. Should nothing go down. So now you know. Wasdale Valley, and then just off the Wasdale Valley at the bottom here, this like amphitheatre area. It's a bit of a boggy marsh at times, but we're going to have to make do, aren't we? We're going to have to make do. It's the end of the world here. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers. Right, I'll be back when I get to the River of Justice. Remember at all times to use the gates. Do not jump the fences. Use the gates. Cumbrian tip, and always shut the gates. Always shut the gates. There's an arrow here which says go this way, so how could we disobey? Hi, Mr. Sheep. We mean you no harm. Or your kin. I'm just quite pissed off I have to walk uphill, to be honest. That's the way it is, Mr. Sheep. That's the way it is. That's it. Don't fear. Don't fear. Oh, he's enjoying it. Look at him, he's enjoying it. Enjoy the sun. Be pissing down tomorrow, I tell you. I think it actually is forecast. I think it is forecast. Up. One of the walls has took a tumble here. Get on it, stat. Fix it the Cumbrian way. Just stealing stones from everywhere else. How much wall there is, just walls everywhere. If you ever need any stones, they're all fucking here. In the walls, like. One over the way there as well, just as long. Yeah, fucked. I'll be back in a minute. I've entered a boggy area, as you can see. It'll all go south, or I will when I slip. You have to be a semi-good driver if you're like the Spanish. Oh, fuck me, look at this. Look at this disaster waiting to happen. Yeah, I wouldn't come here if you're Spanish. Like, you'll never manage the road. It's 60 mile an hour, one track road, where if a car comes, you've got to pull some serious manoeuvres, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think this through, did I? It's actually a fucking river running down the hill here. Can I make it? Is the question. Can I make it? Life will find a way, and that we did. And that we did. Onward. Seems to be drying out a bit here as well. The river will be just down the way. Can't see it. The embankment. The trees falling over here. And in general. A bit of a sweat on now, to be honest. It's just quite warm. I think it's 22 degrees. There's the river. There's the river. It's glorious. No white, no dirt in this one. Lovely and clean. Much better than the one yesterday. Looks a bit brown, but I think that's just the rocks underfoot. Oh, it looks beautifully clean here. Might head down and have a break, have a joint, and enjoy the cool, breezing air of the water. And we get down here. This is a path. Which it is. You know, I'm actually thankful it's nice on my sweating head. To be honest, don't know the angle. There. Oh, there's a bench here. It's just fucking fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, that's me. That's fucking me right there. I mean, there's no one probably within a mile of me at this point. How beautifully clean this water is. Tell by the churn how white the churn is. You look upstream. I've got a little bit of a rapid section just over there. Look at it. Ah, look at this. Look how clean and beautiful that water is. Absolutely pristine. Pristine here. We will never thirst in the Cumbria. We will never thirst. Let it be known. I'm trying not to fall here, that's why you're not really looking at what. Oh fuck. Right. Small waterfall. Probably got a name, to be honest. Don't know it. Somebody could look it up. Behind the Wasdale head in the Wasdale Valley. Beautifully clean anyway. Absolutely pristine water. Beautiful. Figured it out. Welcome to Ritson Force. Named after William Ritson, 19th century publican of the Wasdale head inn. His tall tales of life, such as that of the giant turnips, began in tradition of the world's biggest lyre competition in Wasdale. So there you go. Tales of life, tales of lies. The Wasdale head inn. Nathan Smith, he knew all along. It's our forte, Duncan. We have the best lyre competition here in the Cumbria. But although we wish we were lying when mentioning you and the dogs, to be honest, but that's the way of things now. So yeah, look at this beautiful water. Look at it. Look at it go. Kind of want to jump in, but it's fucking freezing. I know it will. Maybe dab my warm brow, perhaps. Dab my warm brow. Yeah, but maybe take a little venture over these rocks. Probably go to shit and I'll end up in the river, but fuck it. You only live once, was the saying. Yeah, we didn't fall in the river, so there's a bonus. There's a bonus. My angle's still not very good, like from the Crummock incident. A bit of a waterfall here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hold on a minute here. We'll get a better view down the side. This could be Ritson Force, to be honest. This one could be Ritson Force. There's a tree. There's a tree in it. Yeah, it goes all the way down here, man. It goes all the way down here. I can't really get a good view of it, to be honest. There's some lad down there. Some lads, women, by the looks of it. You can't really get a good view of it. I'd have to go down the bottom. It's quite deep though. It's like people swimming over here. And he was having a piss. One or the other. I think I caught him having a piss. He doesn't give a fuck, that man. He's just going to go fucking wading here in the lakes. Yeah, so Ritson Force. Again, he'd look a lot better from down the bottom there, to be honest. But can I be fucked going down? Maybe. No, it's not too bad. Not too bad. No, Lado's here, Lado's gear. Lado's gear is Lado's here. You can see there, look. Yeah, I don't want to disturb him and his gear. Fuck him. Have your free time in the lakes, mate, on your own. I won't pester thee. So, Ritson Force. It's actually better than a force, and I wasn't even coming to this. I didn't even fucking know it was here, to be honest. So, there we go. Bonus. Ritson Force is off the list as well. Air Force. We've been to, I can't remember if we've been to more. But I can't get over how clean the water is. Look at it. You can literally drink that. You can literally drink that right now. Fresh from the river. Fresh from the river. So yeah, this will be a lot popular area, to be honest, when like summer holidays are on. Kids will probably come and sit here. There's people here already in the background there. 3 people on manoeuvres. Got the guy down the bottom, so tell a lie, I'm not the only person in the mile. There's fucking loads of people here. I'm surrounded, in fact. Do you all work for Duncan Smith? There's a tree gone down. Wasdale head over there, lake just over that way. Yeah, just on the old break here. Can of Coke and a Butte. Sat by the river. And I was just speaking to that lady there, and she's not local. And I was telling her some local facts, as you do. She was commenting on how clean the water was. She's even got some in a bottle to take with her to drink. She's that confident it's clean. To be honest, I was telling her about the smallest church. She wasn't aware. She asked me about the Scarfell Pike over the way there. I said, yeah. I said, the deepest lake, the highest mountain, the smallest church. And she wasn't aware of the smallest church side of the trilogy. So I said, well, you can't come to Wasdale. And she's staying next to the deepest lake in the Wasdale National Trust campsite. She'd been to the pub, but she didn't even know the church was there, so I've told her where the church is, and she's now going to take a trip over to St Olaf's Church, the smallest church in England, sign the book. She was very happy with the information. Yeah, she was very happy with the information. Again, you'd be kind of goodied if you come to Wasdale and you didn't see the smallest church in England, when it's part of the crack, tallest mountain, deepest lake, smallest church. So yeah, you've got to see the church. So there you go. Local knowledge will get you tourists somewhere eventually. So yeah, I think we'll carry on. Just have a look at the amphitheatre, and then maybe head back to the pub. I'll be back when I set off again. So just absolutely knackered, to be honest. Following the river into the amphitheatre we see before us. Yeah, it's a dead end in here. If you're not going over the mountains, you're coming back this way, to be honest. Shut the gates. Amazing, really. Look how much water runs, you know what I mean? And it never stops running off these. Well, this amphitheatre, in a way, it's coming down somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm continuing to walk, really. This is kind of it. A dead end of mountains. As I say, come to the end of the world. But this is literally where you want to be. I mean, water might come in this way and flood you, but I mean, you've got what, 80% protection. You're not going to get much better than that, to be honest. You've got fresh water running to keep you alive, got drinking water. We could always murder a few of the sheep that's in the vicinity. There's a sheep over there. So we've got food, water, protection of the hills here. I'm putting this forward for the place for Tales of Life Ark, to be honest. I think we're putting this forward for the main area to survive the world. If we build a small shack down the bottom here in the mists of the valley, I'm sure we'll be fine, to be honest. It's a little bit low over that side, but the sea's that way, so we've got good protection from the sea, as I say, unless it comes through this gap here, and then we're doomed, but we'll be doomed anyway, won't we? So yeah, we're putting this forward for first place in the competition to win location of the Tales of Life Ark. Oh, we'll just build it here, you know what I mean? Sail out of the valley, back into the sea, who knows? But we need a plan, and we need a plan first. That's Scarfell Pike up there, I believe. Yeah, so the Amphitheatre of Doom, or not Doom, as this case may be, the Amphitheatre of Saviour. So there it is, it's on the list. Let's head back now. I'm not going any further, it's just that, but closer, to be honest. It's that image, but closer. So I'll head back to the pub, check out a bit of the pub for you, I'll show you the pub. And that's maybe it, really. I mean, there's lots of walks and you can go up. You can walk up Scarfell Pike, obviously. Do the mountain walk, go on the lake. There's the pub, the church, various other walks, jump up the mountains to another valley. So, I have a few things to do down Wasdale, I suppose. Probably as well, maybe not from Wasdale, to be honest. Maybe from like Windermere, Ambleside areas. Probably get some sort of tours, like fell, or like even like river, ready cups, river walking, things like that. I think they do like jumps as well. Like there's a few quite high jumps in Cumbria. You can jump off into water. Quite famous ones. Black Tongue Pots, possibly one, I think, called. That's near Keswick. Quite windy here, so I apologise if the wind takes us here. Yeah, I'll head back down to the pub. I'll be back. I need to fend my way past the water obstruction. Here's the waterfall where I just was down there a minute ago. I walked all the way over there. Wasn't that far, to be honest, as you can tell. I've just walked back while I've recorded this in about 4 minutes, so I'm just a lazy bastard who can't be fucked walking all the way down that valley. Here's the truth of it. If you want to see that valley, yeah, I'll head back down to the pub. I'll be back. I need to fend my way past the water obstruction. Here's the waterfall where I just was down there a minute ago. I walked all the way over there. Wasn't that far, to be honest, as you can tell. I've just walked back while I've recorded this in about 4 minutes, so I'm just a lazy bastard who can't be fucked walking all the way down that valley. Here's the treacherous mud path of Bogsemini. The Bogsemini, that's windy as fuck. You've got to be a real good driver to come down here. Well, not real good, to be honest. You just have to kind of know what you're doing, because it's small roads, and if somebody comes, you've got to pull over and reverse and let them pass. And it can be hard work at times, depending on where you are in the road. I maintain Spanish fuckers would never be able to drive here, like, no chance. Okay, no chance. So this is the back of the pub and everything. We're back. It's real fucking windy, to be honest. So we're back on the bridge, back at the river. Again, still lovely and clean as it makes its way down to Wasdale Lake, probably, actually. Probably goes right to Wasdale Lake. One of the many things that top it up systematically. So yeah, that's the amphitheatre behind the Wasdale Head-In pub. Just a little path, as you can see. Back to the Wasdale Head-In pub here. It's getting a delivery. The beer's coming in thick and fast here. Quite sure which brewery they're with. Can't recognise the wagon. Again, quite windy. Might take a walk in the Wasdale Head-In and show you that, if you're allowed. Some people can be funny. Don't know if it's open, to be honest. Don't know if it's open. It looks it. There's people knocking about. Oop. Only threw the door off its hinge. That one went down well. Oh, here's loads of brochures of various things to do. Welcome to Ulverston. That's where I went the other week. Also, we got here Walk with Wolves. Be inspired. Yeah, various. This is like a touristy section of the pub, really. Nice seat and display and fire. Not sure what they are. The last seating area, to be honest. Good tip, good tip. Here's the hour. So that was the Wasdale Head-In Ritson bar. You can't go in the other bit, it's for residents, which is more posh and old school, as you can see through there. You have to be a resident to go in though, by the looks of it. It's the barn door shop. that was Wasdale, really. Tallest mountain, smallest church in there, in the trees, deepest lake, which we've passed. So the campsite for the pub, only £8 a night. Doing a post box here, if you want to do the post. The inn, the local inn. See, there's caravans behind it as well. There's a few campers. In a place called Nether Wasdale now, just at the other end of the lake. Got two pubs. The Scree's Inn, as we can see here. Quite a bit of seating outside it for a nice day. And we've got the Strands Inn as well, just over the road. So just a little village, to be honest, just a little village. I mean, there's a farm, two pubs. So I don't know if you can stay in this pub or not. Yeah, Scree's Inn, I'm not sure if that's open yet either. But two pubs, Nether Wasdale. So yeah, it's just a farm and two pubs. Lovely house there, absolutely lovely house in the lakes. Kind of modern meets old, slatey, beautiful house around us. All the mountains. What it'd be like to live here. Here we are in the small town of Seascale. Anyone can read the sign on the train station. Maybe not, that's what it says. Seascale. If anybody watched the video I done recently I looked at of the guy looking at the stone circle near Sellafield, he was very close to here. We also have this, a memory of all the victims of the West Cumbria shootings, 2nd of June 2010. So 15 years ago, just over. I mean, it's a bit of a faux pas, if that's the right word, but they've put it right below a cannon. Like, there's a cannon right above the sign. Is that not like in bad taste? All these people got shot, and then there's a picture of a cannon. Well, there's not even a picture, there is an actual cannon above the sign. I've always thought that was quite not fitting of the incident, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what this is. It's some sort of mini castle, but how old it is, probably not very, but yeah. There's a cannon. I mean, the cannon was there probably before the sign, to be honest, but did nobody think it was in bad taste putting a sign in memory of people who all got shot below a cannon? That would be my first question. And one of the victims was, I'll literally go and show you. I can walk over to where one of the victims was shot. See all these shops? There's a bridge under the railway just over there, and they were shot at the bridge. I'll go back that way when I'm finished. I'll film it on the way back to the car. If I go down this way, this is where the guy was, on a bridge, when he was talking about this stone circle, a kids play park. Not a bad one, to be honest. Not a bad one. Quite nice, Seascale, right on the sea. That's hence the name, Seascale. Yeah, we like to keep things simple here in Cumbria. I like to keep things simple. It's right on the coast. So Derek Bird shot a few people here before he went down to, believe he shot an estate agent. Yeah, so that boatyard over here. So down there somewhere on this side there'll be a bridge, probably near the end of the houses. There'll be quite a few, but these people will be walking right down to it.